Hey guys, it's Chloe, and welcome to the longest, softest, most heart-exploding part 2 you're ever going to hear. If you're new here, pause this right now and go watch part 1, because this one only hits if you know how we went from "Can you water my plants?" to me basically moving in 3 days later with 0 regrets. Ready? Let's go. He was supposed to be gone until Friday night. I had a full-on plant-sitting empire, color-coded schedule taped to my fridge, daily selfies with every single plant, motivational sticky notes on the pots. You are strong, you are leafy, you are loved. A Spotify playlist titled Plant Daddy's Away Vibes. The works. I was committed. Then Wednesday rolls around, day 3, 24 hours early, and I'm in my apartment, barefoot, in an oversized cream sweater and tiny gray shorts, hair in the world's messiest bun, singing off-key to my playlist while I missed Kevin's leaves like the dramatic diva he is when I hear it. 3 calm, perfect knocks. My stomach does a full Olympic gymnastics routine. I almost drop Kevin's mister. And he opened the door, and there's Everett, duffel bag slung over one shoulder, hair still a little windswept from the airport, soft charcoal Henley with the sleeves pushed up. You know what that does to me by now. Dark jeans, green eyes, doing that warm, crinkly thing that should be illegal before coffee. He looks tired from travel tired, and ridiculously happy to see me. You're back early, I manage, trying to sound chill while my heart is literally screaming. Couldn't stay away, he says, voice low and a little rough from the flight, eyes never leaving mine. Missed my plants. And the girl who's been sending me daily leaf selfies with captions like, Yoda says he's thriving, you're welcome, and little Everett, the pothos baby, grew another foot. You're a dad now. I laugh so hard, I almost drop Kevin's mister. Again. Come see your babies, I say, grabbing his hand without thinking. They're basically supermodels now. I drag him across the hall to his apartment. Yes, I still have his key on my keyring like it's the most natural thing in the world. And the second we step inside, the air is different, greener, warmer, alive. Every single plant is thriving. The giant fiddle leaf fig has 2 new leaves the size of dinner plates and looks like it's posing for a magazine. The little row of succulents on the windowsill are practically glowing. Little Yoda looking especially smug. The pothos has grown an extra 1.5 feet, like it was showing off just for me. The peace lily on his nightstand has 3 new blooms and looks like it's about to start singing. The herb garden on the balcony is basically a jungle now. Basil and mint taking over like they own the place. He walks around slowly, touching leaves like he's greeting old friends he thought he'd never see again. He stops in front of every single one, whispering little, "Hey, buddy," and "Look at you," and she really is magic under his breath, and I'm standing there trying not to melt because he's so soft with them, and it's doing things to me. He finally turns to me in the bedroom doorway, sunlight pouring in behind him, plants framing him like he's the main character in the world's best love story. You didn't just keep them alive, Chloe, he says, voice quiet and full of wonder. You made them happier than they've ever been. I shrug, trying to play it cool while my heart is doing cartwheels. I just gave them water and good vibes. And maybe talk to them a lot. Okay, I named the new pothos baby Little Everett and told it bedtime stories every night. He laughs, that deep warm laugh that makes my knees weak, and then steps closer. You gave them a lot more than that. The room goes perfectly still. We're standing between the pothos and the peace lily, sunlight wrapping around us, plants practically leaning in like they're invested in this moment too. He reaches out, slow and careful, and tucks a loose strand of hair behind my ear, fingers brushing my cheek and staying there. "I missed you," he says, voice barely above a whisper. "Every single day, not just the plants. You." I look up at him, and the words I've been carrying since the second he left just fall out. "I missed you more than I knew how to say in plant selfies," I answer, and then he kisses me, slow, gentle, perfect, right there, in the middle of his bedroom jungle, with sunlight and new leaves and every plant in the apartment, basically throwing confetti. We don't leave his apartment for the rest of the day. We water the plants together, finally, laughing when we accidentally overwater the succulents and have to emergency repot one because it's suddenly too happy. We cook dinner with whatever was in his fridge, pasta, because it's the only thing either of us owns that doesn't require actual planning. Burning the garlic bread, but nailing the sauce, eating cross-legged on the living room rug while the fairy lights from my apartment glow through the open door across the hall, like they're celebrating, too. We slow dance in the kitchen when the playlist lands on the perfect song for the third time, barefoot and giggling when we bump into the fridge and almost knock over the fiddle leaf fig again. We end up on the balcony watching the city lights come on, shoulders touching, his arm around me, blanket from his couch draped over both of us because the night turned cool and neither of us wants to move. We talk until the moon is high and our voices are hoarse from laughing and whispering and saying all the things we didn't get to say in texts. By the time we finally fall asleep on his couch, fully clothed, tangled under that same blanket, my head on his chest, his fingers in my hair, the plants are happy, but we're happier. Chloe winks at the camera, phone propped on the bedroom dresser where it's been recording since he walked in. Red light still glowing, hoodie slipped softly off one shoulder. Fairy lights from my apartment visible through the open door across the hall, every plant looking smug, like they knew this was coming all along, the watering can finally empty and proud on the coffee table, little Everett, the pothos baby, practically waving from the corner. And that's part two. The full, longer, heart exploding. He came back early, plants thriving, all afternoon into forever, kitchen dancing, couch cuddling, city lights balcony, I missed you more, emergency succulent repotting, fairy light glow, across the hall, little Everett, the pathos, baby, burnt garlic bread, and perfect pasta story of how Can You Water My Plants became the beginning of everything. Some things don't just grow when you water them. Sometimes they grow when you finally let someone stay, like subscribe, ring the bell, comment your favorite moment. Mine is still the peace lily blooms and the way he said my name when he thought I was asleep. And if you're new here, stick around because this story is only getting started. Chloe's dangerous desires didn't just take root. They turned both our apartments into one big beautiful jungle, and we're never pruning them back.